Channel Learn with Shobha Mehta. Now, before we start with the formation of images by spherical lenses, let me share with you a secret formula, success formula. Now, you'll be 100% successful in any test, exam, event, or project or interview, provided you know the rules and regulation, do's and don'ts of whatever you're doing. Of course, content is most important. Now, another thing is that you have to be ready for hard work. There's no substitute for hard work. And of course, no excuses, right? Make this a habit. Let it be a skill that you develop. It will be useful in your life. Now, watch the video till the end because I'm going to share with you certain statements which are very useful in solving numericals. Most of the questions they give indirect statements and you have to infer which lens is it. So that I'll be discussing after the formation of images. Now let's begin. Let's learn the finer details now. Convex lens is known as a converging lens because it converges light, and concave lens is known as a diverging lens because it diverges light. Now, whatever light is incident, they converge and diverge respectively. Now, again, we have the rules and regulations. You must know them well in order that you can make the diagrams properly. Now, these rules are here and you can learn them properly and practice them too. A parallel ray to the principal axis after passing through the lens converges, convex lens, diverges, concave lens, and they appear to be coming from the focus. And a parallel to the principal axis always passes through the focus on the other side. It is refraction. Now, there is the point known as optical center. A ray passing through the optical center does not deviate. It passes undeviated. So wherever these rays meet, you get an image. Now remember that a convex lens forms both real and virtual images, whereas a concave lens forms only virtual image and that image is diminished. Convex lens, which forms both real and virtual images, we have to mark a point which is u is equal to f. When u is less than f, it forms a virtual image, and when u is greater than f, it always forms a real image. Another point is real image is always inverted. It can be obtained on a screen, and virtual image is always erect, cannot be obtained on a screen. Now pay attention to all the diagrams drawn. In all the diagrams, a ray parallel to the principal axis starting from the tip of the object passes through the focus on the other side, and the second ray from the tip of the object through optical center goes undeviated. Wherever these two meet, you have the image, and this is the inverted image. Have a look at the table and you will be able to find out how the image moves when the object shifts. When the object is coming from infinity to the lens, the image is shifting from lens to infinity. Important position, when object is at 2f, the image is also at 2f on the other side. And when now object will come closer, the image will go beyond 2f and will become magnified. So learn all these positions and practice these diagrams. These are important for MCQs too. They may make the diagram incomplete and ask you to complete it. Now, this is the image of the virtual image formed by the convex lens. Convex lens always forms a virtual image when object distance is less than the focal length. That means u is less than f. This side and convex lens in this position is used as a magnifying glass. Now, the diagram is easy to make. You keep the object within the focal length and mark these points very, very carefully. They should be exact. F on both sides, F1, F2, etc. Keep a scale, a ray parallel passes through F on the other side, and then a ray from the tip to the optical center goes undeviated. Now extend these rays backward towards the object side, and these should be dotted lines. Join them. Wherever they meet, the image is formed. This is a magnified erect image which is virtual. Now uses of magnifying glass, microscope, and rectifying the image, hypermetropia. Now this is a concave lens. A concave lens only forms virtual image, no real image. So, and it forms a diminished virtual erect image. Look at the diagram. These two diagrams are very important, convex and concave lens virtual images. Now here, a parallel ray to the principal axis diverges. It's a diverging lens. When you extend the ray backward using the scale, let it meet at the principal axis. The second ray starting from the tip of the object through optical center is undeviated. Wherever these two intersect, you have an image. This image is virtual, erect, and diminished. Concave lens always forms a diminished image, a virtual image, and virtual images are always erect. Now, if in any question they say that they get an erect image which can be obtained on a screen, that means the statement is wrong. Similarly, a lens which forms only a magnified erect image, this statement is wrong because magnified image is formed only by a convex lens and it also forms a real image. Similarly, if someone says that I obtained an erect image of a candle on the screen, this is wrong because candle erect image not possible on the screen. If object distance is greater than the focal length, then the candle flame will be seen as a clear inverted image. Now, more numericals in the next video.